From the Barnabas Health Hockey House in Newark, New Jersey, it's time for the National Women's Hockey League, where today the NWHL
captain of Team Night. How do you feel?
I feel pretty awesome. We've got a really fun group and an amazing fan.
From the Barnabas Health Hockey House in Newark, New Jersey, it's time for the National Women's Hockey League, where today the NWHL's interstate rivalry gets started up again as the New York Riveters host the Buffalo Beauts. Alongside Erica Ayala, I'm Matt Falkenberry, and welcome to the broadcast here on NWHL Cross Ice Pass and Cheddar. Thanks to the news on Thursday night that the regular season will now end on March 12th, the race to earn the number 2 seed in the playoffs is now a sprint. With New York and Connecticut playing 18 games and Buffalo and Boston playing only 17, the seeding for the Isabel Cup playoffs will be determined by points percentage, the same system used in the AHL. Coming into today, New York currently has a points percentage of .464, earning 13 out of a possible 28 points, while Buffalo is at .458, earning 11 out of a possible 24 points. Needless to say, every point for both of these teams will be crucial down the stretch, and a regulation win today for either side would be huge. For the Riveters, they will be hoping that the hot play of Player of the Week and All-Star captain Amanda Kessel continues. Since her return from injury, she has 2 goals and 5 assists, with both goals coming on the road last week in Buffalo. And Erica, Amanda Kessel is a game-changing, league-changing talent, and she showed it off. Every game she's played this year, starting all the way back in October with her debut, she's got at least 1 point.
Yeah, I can't disagree with that. I think that Amanda Kessel, she did some promos in Pittsburgh and talked about that, about how playing with the boys, being able to see the ice and making passes and really setting people up is something that she feels is her strong suit. We're seeing that with her as she returns to the New York Riveters.
And she'll look to continue setting up the high-flying Riveters, who scored 8 goals in their last game against Connecticut. Buffalo has a very balanced scoring attack and the best power play in the league, and although she's only been able to play in 6 games this year, All-Star captain Kelly Stedman is in the lineup today, and she'll look to vault Buffalo into second place.
Kelly Stedman, always dangerous on the offensive threat. She also has good size, so she's going to bring that physicality that makes these games between Buffalo and New York so exciting.
Should be a great matchup between the 2 All-Star captains and a couple All-Stars in net as well. For the Riveters, Katie Fitzgerald gets another start. She'll look to bounce back after a tough weekend where she allowed 9 goals in regulation in 2 games against Buffalo and Connecticut on the road. But she's been solid against Buffalo this year overall. She has a 2-1-2 record with a goals against average of .274 and a save percentage of .916 against the Beauts.
Yeah, Katie Fitzgerald, she's been great for the Riveters this season. You know, we saw that last week she got a little rattled. She took that breather. Sarah Bryant was able to give her about 30 seconds to recollect and was able to come away with the win.
And for Buffalo, it'll be Brianne McLaughlin playing here in New Jersey for the first time since the 2016 Isabel Cup final. She has struggled this year numbers-wise, but she's only had 1 goal of support in her last 3 games. Overall, she's 0-2 with a goals against of 3 and a save percentage of .885 against New York this year.
And we know what Brianne can do. You mentioned it. She played right here. We saw what that final looked like and even the run-up in the semis. So, as you mentioned, Buffalo is really going to have to be more consistent moving forward, really, this season and provide some support for Bri.
The winner today is in second place in the NWHL, and that would give them an advantage heading into the postseason, and these two teams could see each other come March. When we come back, it'll be time to drop the puck here between the Riveters and the Buttes here on a Saturday afternoon in New Jersey. This is the NWHL on Cross Ice Pass and Cheddar.
Every night, captain of Team Night. How do you feel?
Feel pretty awesome. We've got a really fun group and an amazing fan base here, so we're excited to entertain and then kick these guys' butts.
Emily Balser, how are you feeling today?
Feeling pretty good. The crowd's great right now, and I'm pretty excited for this game.
Tell me what's going on with this chicken head here.
My only choice to really work with my outfit here.
The whole day is going to be exciting. It's action-packed. It's all quality, really good hockey players, so I think it's going to be a great day.
And welcome back to the broadcast. The starter for the Buffalo Buttes will be Brianne McLaughlin. As you can see the numbers, 1-6-1 with a 3.41 goals against average and an 894 save percentage against New York. She is 0-2, and though the last game against New York that she had her team get shut out, so certainly wasn't her fault that New York was able to come away with the win. And now taking a look at the starter for New York, it's Katie Fitzgerald. She got a loss in her last start against Buffalo, a shootout loss, 4-3 win for the Buttes on the year in 11 games, 10 starts, 4-5-1 with a 2.99 goals against and a 904 save percentage, 2 shutouts, which is tied, or one of the league leaders, in shutouts. The Riveters in the red as usual, the Buttes in the sky blue. I'm Matt Falkenberry alongside Erica Ayala, reporter for the Ice Garden, making her broadcasting debut. So an exciting time not only for her, but for everyone in the building, because this is a big game, Erica. Second place on the line as these two teams are neck and neck.
Yes, it's always a good game between these two teams. They are alike in a lot of ways, both in what their strengths are and sometimes what their foibles are. So let's see what happens today.
The opening faceoff is won by New York, and Ashley Johnston will send it in deep, and McLaughlin will have the one bounce off her stick. And it'll be played into the corner. Dostal tries to keep in, but can't. And Johnson will chase after it, feeling the pressure from Devin Skeets, number 21, one of the fastest players in the NWHL. Player always stands out in the games that I've done for Buffalo over the last couple of years, as Fratkin, who's playing forward today, not at defense, gets it over to Amanda Kessel. Kessel now in the middle to Weber, the leading scorer on the team with 14 points. Fratkin brings it down below the goal line, and New York will try to get something set up here. Picard sends a shot in on McLaughlin, had trouble with it as it goes behind the net. Pass out to the middle, another shot in, saved by McLaughlin. Good start for Brianne McLaughlin, as she's been strong in net early on. The battle continues in the corner. Kessel trying to get to the puck. A couple of Buttes digging at it as well, as Megan Bozek will finally get it out. And Buffalo will try to clear the center, and they finally do. Skeets tries to send in deep. It's deflected, and Picard will chase after it, and Sheann Darkangelo. Kelly Stedman and Harrison Brown make their first appearance. Shot in on McLaughlin. That one just goes wide, as that was taken by Rebecca Russo, who's been a revelation this year, the All-Star. Brings it back again. Out of Russo. Russo drives the net, saved by McLaughlin. And great start for the New York Riveters today, but McLaughlin's been up to the task. Still in the middle, shot blocked as Russo tried to get it, and the Buttes will move it to center.
Yeah, I think we're seeing both teams come out strong here. Obviously, Bree really getting peppered a little bit. We'll see if she can hold on.
Packer, who had a hat trick in the 8-6 win over Connecticut last week, along with Tatiana Rafter, shot, and that one just goes wide of McLaughlin. So Packer and Rafter both on the ice right now, although Packer comes off, and so does Dench. Or excuse me, Russo. Dench comes back on. Moved to center and picked up by Ketchum. Ketchum trying to get position, battling against Courtney Kunachika. And the puck is played to center with Mie. Dench has it now. Dench, though, is offsides, and we have a stoppage with 17:45 to go here in the first period. Shots 3-0 in favor of New York, but no score.
It's good to see New York come out and really attack. I know that they've been victim of slow starts and can't have that against Buffalo.
Rafter and Kunachika, former teammates last year in Buffalo. Rafter in her first year with New York, 4 goals on the year, scored in the opening game of the year, then didn't have another one until her hat trick on Sunday in Connecticut. As that puck is played into the corner by Kayla Parsons, number 22. Buffalo finally has it. They have had no offensive zone time yet, and they'll try to get something set up here.
There we go.
Greco tries to make a move, can't, and now Rafter will dump in, sends a shot in on McLaughlin, who will easily knock that one away. And the Utes again having trouble trying to get it out and can't, and Weber keeps in. Weber nearly gets tripped up, but stays in the zone. Janine Weber, 14 points on the year, shot in on McLaughlin right out in front, and the stop made, and a whistle, and we'll have a face-off as Dench came out from below the goal line to try to stuff it in.
Yeah, you mentioned, Matt, that Buttes are not able to get too much into their O-zone. Defense for the Riveters really doing a great job there.
Face-off in the near side circle. Burke takes the shot, and that one stopped by McLaughlin. Might have been blocked before it got all the way through. As it's played into the corner and worked around, and Weber will chase after up against Casorso, number 10 for Buffalo. Fratkin trying to help out. Does help dig it out, but Buffalo able to gain possession, and they'll move it up. Skeets trying to get some advantage on the far side. Now Bowie, the leading scorer for Buffalo, goal scorer, I should say, but that pass doesn't get all the way through, and Russo ends up with the puck. Russo down the near side. Assume that was Kessel, 28. 28 and 18. There's Russo trying to chase after it now. And the puck will be played down, and New York will try to get set up again. Shots 5-1 in favor of the Riveters. Grushal lost it behind her for a second, and Harrison Brown able to pick it up. He moves it to Stedman, and they'll bring it down. The icing waved off. I think Fitzgerald was expecting an icing but didn't get it, and so New York brings it up. Here's Picard, sends a bouncing puck in on McLaughlin. She had to make the stop. 15:54 to go here in the first period. No score. Shots are 5-1 unofficially in favor of New York. There's a shot off the stick of Fitzgerald, able to make the tough save there.
I think that was their first Bozak blast of the night.
Megan Bozak, the hardest shot last year at the All-Star Game. She'll look to defend that title, and in gameplay, it's pretty tough as well. Dench has got a space. Shot saved by McLaughlin. She saw it all the way, and Dench couldn't beat her. Another chance here. McMillan has her shot deflected away into the corner. Dench chases after it, and now Lauren Wash, first time we've mentioned her name, trying to get after it. Ketchum tries to send a back pass, deflected down in front, just goes wide. Well, this is the best opening minutes of a game the Riveters have had, maybe this year. They haven't been able to solve McLaughlin yet, who's been strong in net, making her first start in nearly a month. Puck played back to the blue line and picked up by Buffalo. Stedman losing it off her stick, and of course for New York, that'll be the player to have to slow down, Kelly Stedman, 10 points in only 6 games played this year. Well, the puck is sent in deep, and Weber tries to get after it. A couple players hit the ice. And this will be a physical game at times between these two teams. Stedman was suspended a game for a hit earlier in the year against Courtney Burke of the Riveters. Fratkin to Kessel. Kessel tries a stick handle and can't, and she has it knocked away below the net.
Yeah, we're seeing both teams, you know, again, being aggressive there, but Riveters do have most of the ice time. They're keeping the puck. Let's see what the Buttes can do.
Casorso turns it over in the neutral zone, right to Amanda Kessel. Kessel waits, makes the pass to the middle. Weber can't control it, and that great chance is turned over as you see the speed of Skeets coming down the far side, but Picard able to get there first.
Yeah, and again, Kessel likes to pass, but wonder maybe if she could have gotten a little creative there. Would have liked to see her get a few shots.
2 goals the last time these two teams played for Kessel up in Buffalo, the first 2 goals of her professional career. She has not scored one yet here in New Jersey, only her second home game here in the regular season. Grushal takes a shot, and that one deflected away as Buffalo again having trouble getting the Riveters out of the zone. Puck played into the corner. Grushal tries to keep in, can't, and the Buttes will move it out the center. Janiga having trouble with it as Packer puts on the pressure. And now it is picked up there by Burns. Burns sends it in wide. And Buffalo will look to get set up as Brown works it around. D'Arcangelo, who's had a strong year for Buffalo in her first year after playing with Connecticut a year ago. Bozak shot saved by Fitzgerald, and she holds on. Katie Fitzgerald with her toughest save of the game, and she's able to make it with 13:07 to go here in the first period. No score.
Yep, small sample size, but Katie Fitzgerald looking up to the task tonight.
D'Arcangelo and Rafter take the face off in the near side circle. On your computer screens as Johnston will work it around. Then Dench has it. Dench tries to find Ketchum. Would have had Bray Ketchum on a near breakaway, but the puck is worked back in by the Buttes, and Johnston will get after it. Now played into the far corner as D'Arcangelo tried to work it around. Harrison Brown trying to work his way to the front. There's a shot saved by Fitzgerald. The rebound is loose and cleared away. That was a dangerous moment as Rafter was able to get that puck out in front of the crease and into the corner. Battle forward along the far side boards and now play to center as Buffalo's Casorso will send back in.
All right, we're seeing Buffalo start to get a little offense going here.
First time they've had any sustained pressure, and Johnson tried to play that with a skate and sees it deflect out of play. And we'll have a face-off. Let's see if it's outside the zone, and it will be. So great for New York as Johnson was in trouble there. And you take a look at the replay here, some of the opportunities for Buffalo.
Yeah.
So face-off one, and Parsons, number 22, dumps in deep. As the puck is played along the blue line, and now Dostal will have to chase after it. And Burke has it, in New York will, for the first time, feeling the heat of the Buffalo offense. And they can't connect on the pass. And the icing, though, waved off. Good hustle there by Weber. Fratkin, again, playing forward today, not on defense. Tries to work the puck around. And Burke able to slow it down. Buffalo trying to get it out. And New York able to keep in. Here's Burke, stick handling, brings it to the far side. Now waits for a pass to the middle, tried to find Russo, but it doesn't connect. New York, though, able to keep in. Good hustle by Grushow, but only for the moment. They'll go off for a change, and Buffalo will get it to center. And that one is going to be cleared down, and Buffalo will go off for a change as well. Russo trying to take advantage of it. Down the near side, makes the pass back. Grushow makes it pass down to Russo. Russo tries a wraparound try and has it knocked away. Bozak able to clear that in front of McLaughlin before a shot was taken.
Good puck movement there by the Riveters.
Hard hit by Grushow and Janiga. No arms are up. The play will continue as Picard will dump in deep, and Lauren Wash will chase after it against Paige Harrington. McLaughlin stops it first, pass out in front. Oh my goodness, Janiga nearly kicked it in her own net. That was just a huge mistake waiting to happen, and the Buttes are able to survive. It could have been a disastrous opening goal.
Yeah, if there had been someone streaking there, I think we would have been seeing a 1-0 game.
Pass gets to Wash as it gets over the stick. But one of the Buttes in the middle, D'Arcangelo, was the one who couldn't come up with that pass. Now Johnston sends a wrister, and that's stopped by McLaughlin. Goes behind the net as New York continue to working from below the goal line up top. Dench with it in the far circle. Still feeling the heat. Now Dostal has her shot popped up in the air and will hit the net, and we will have a stoppage with 10:03 to go. So just a few seconds before the break, you take a look at the hit here. Grushow and Janiga. 7-4 the shots in favor of New York unofficially here at the Barnabas Health Hockey House. The battle for second place between the Riveters and the Buttes. For New York, a regulation win would go a long way to helping them secure that #2 spot. Boston already the #1 team, clinching that with the change in the schedule. And Connecticut in 4th place right now with 8 points. As the shot is wide, Bozak on the rebound. Oh, tough shot, and Fitzgerald couldn't catch it. It ends up going behind the goal line, and Buffalo able to gets it up as Stedman trying to use that power to get in front. Can't, and it's picked up there by Brown. Stedman waits, tries to make a pass across, but Fratkin was there, and New York at least able to get it to center. Kessel goes down, and the first penalty of the game is going to be against the Buffalo Buttes. So we have a stoppage here. 9:30 to go here in the first period. The power play will go to New York as Harrison Brown heads to the box. This is the NWHL on Cross Ice Pass and Cheddar. No score from New Jersey.
Buffalo Buttes, and I will be your player MC for this first ever NWHL All-Star Game. I'm here with Hillary Knight, captain of Team Knight. How do you feel?
I feel pretty awesome. We've got a really fun group and an amazing fan base here, so we're excited to entertain and then kick these guys' butts.
Emily Balser, how are you feeling today?
Feeling pretty good. The crowd's great right now, and I'm pretty excited for this game.
had here?
My only choice to really work with my outfit here.
The whole day is going to be exciting. It's action-packed. It's all quality, really good hockey players, so I think it's going to be a great day.
Welcome back to the broadcast here from the Barnabas South Hockey House in Newark, New Jersey, alongside Erica Ayala. I am Matt Falkenberry, taking a look at the Buffalo Buttes bench, and let's take a look at the penalty called against Harrison Brown.
Yeah, and you see Amanda Kessel really trying to make a move forward advance, and Brown just gets in the way.
Players out on the ice, ready to go. New York, their power play this year has been okay at best. Certainly not as good as Buffalo's, which is number 1 in the NWHL.
Yeah, and before that return of Kessel, they were on a 0-20 until that power play, bottle popping goal by Janine Weber.
Weber, who that tied the game against Boston on the 21st of January. Chance here for Buffalo on the shorthanded break, but the pass could not get to Bowie, and here comes New York 3-on-2. Another penalty is coming up. This one's going to be against Buffalo, and a 5-on-3 coming for 1 minute and 44 seconds. So the Riveters on the cross-checking call, and we'll see who will be skating off to the box. And it's Bozak, who is not exactly thrilled with the call, but it'll be Janiga will be the one that heads to the box. So 5-on-3 here for New York. And this is a great chance for New York to jump out in front, as Stedman and Bozak will come out there along with Jordan Burns, number 17. They'll be the 3 on the ice trying to help kill off this nearly 100-second 5-on-3. Kessel moves it across to Burke. Burke down low, now gets it back. Kessel waits. Now Burke makes a pass across, trying to find a slam dunk, if you will, right at the net. But the Riveters couldn't connect as Wash swung on and missed. So Burke will go back as Buffalo able to clear and get a change. Gasorso out there now, eyeing Kessel. Kessel and Weber on the same side. Pass across, there's a shot. Saved by McLaughlin and goes behind the goal line. Burke, back to Kessel. Kessel running the point here for the Riveters, looking for her first goal here in New Jersey. Burke tries to send a pass, it looked like, or maybe a soft shot for a deflection, but it does not work out, and Buffalo able to clear down. 55 seconds and counting to go on the 5-on-3 here for New York.
And this is somewhere New York is going to want to improve, especially against Buffalo. Didn't do as well as they may have liked in the power play in games previous. So let's see what they can have come of tonight.
Ketchum works it around, and Fratkin will come down off the point and pick it up. And now Russo winds up, shot saved by McLaughlin off the arm. Bruchal back to Russo. Fratkin lines up, and that shot saved by McLaughlin. She's been strong here 20 seconds ago on the 5-on-3.
Fratkin on D for the power play.
Been playing forward for most of the game, but in her natural spot. There's another shot. That one gets knocked down, did not get all the way through. What a kill by the Buffalo Buttes. 7 seconds ago on the 5-on-3. New York trying to push it. Dench has got it. 3 seconds ago, the 5-on-3 is now over. Now it's a regular power play, but the puck is cleared out as Brown puts the pressure on. There's only 10 seconds to go on the penalty to Janiga. Riveters 0 for 1, trying to avoid 0 for 2. There's a shot, and a save made by McLaughlin. Might have just gone wide, but McMillan coming down from their defensive post, able to get in on net. But a huge kill from Buffalo. And with 7:07 to go and counting in the first period, they survive a 1 minute and 44-second 5-on-3.
Well, we said the team's going to need to play better in front of Bree. They've done that so far.
Stedman had a chance there, but her shot was deflected before it got in on net, so that went wide. And Buffalo sends in again. See what the momentum here is for the Buttes, coming off that huge kill. The Buttes will play 17 games this year, the Riveters 18. Here comes, shot by Weber, she scores! Janine Weber, upstairs, beats McLaughlin on the, upstairs in the upper part, and the Riveters lead it 1-0.
Janine Weber, 7 goals, 8 assists on the season. Good to see her going. This is a player with an immense amount of talent, and maybe a little quieter than people thought who've seen her in the CWHL, but I think this season she's come back with a vengeance.
So Weber, who's famously popped the bottle here the last time the Riveters were home against the Pride. The only goal they scored in that game. She gets another one upstairs, this time beating McLaughlin blocker side. That's a huge goal for the Riveters coming off that 5-on-3 miss. The Buttes presumably had the momentum, and New York immediately takes it back with the odd man rush, and they're trying to get something set up again. Grushow stick handling through the middle, still holds on and tries to make a pass across, and it's knocked down. Picard takes a shot. That one goes wide. Rafter tries to stuff in along the goal line, and the whistle blows as McLaughlin's able to cover it with 6:04 to go here in the first period, and the Riveters leading it 1-0. Amanda Kessel with the assist on the goal, and Courtney Burke as well. So Kessel continues her hot play as she now has 8 assists on the year, 10 points, 2 goals, and 8 assists for Amanda Kessel. And for Janine Weber, that is goal number 7. She now has 7 goals and 8 assists for 15 points. Shot in on McLaughlin, and she was not able to get the rebound, but Buffalo able to clear it out. So the Riveters getting the goal from Weber, 15 points on the year for Janine Weber, who last year only scored 3 times. She has been a huge bonus for the Riveters this year. One of the players returning from a year ago that has really helped this team improve so much this year. Pass up and a shot, and that one will go up into the netting as it's blocked away. And stoppage here as we take a look at another angle here on the Janine Weber goal from a low angle play here, and just brings it right down, and just a beautiful shot.
Yeah, she's a powerful player, using her size a little more. Great finish.
Face off cleared away and won by New York. Kessel with a good back pass, knowing exactly where Burke was going to be, and she tries to make a pass up to Fratkin, but it's too far away. And D'Arcangelo and the Buttes will get it set up again, and the stick breaks for Casorso, so the puck able to stay in. Stedman has it, gets it away from Weber, and being chased after by Brown, and the puck is moved down, and Stedman's got it. So Buffalo dealing with this high-tempo Riveter offense that has really gone to another level since that game against Boston here a few weeks ago. D'Arcangelo makes a pass back, trying to find Stedman, and what a dangerous line that is when you have Stedman and D'Arcangelo on the ice at the same time, especially with Harrison Brown, who can certainly bring it himself. Packer tries to stop it at the blue line, but Kuna Chica able to knock it away. And Bozak will try to get it to center, and she'll do that, but the Riveters will take over. Puck pinballing around here now at center ice. Grushow and Picard battling for it, and it's picked up at the blue line.
Ooh.
Another huge hit in the middle, as that was Burns and Packer who collided, but no arms up, no harm, no foul, and they'll continue. Puck played towards the middle, and New York doing a great job of keeping Buffalo to the outside, not allowing them to get zone time here. Puck cleared to the blue line, but New York able to keep in. Grushow dealing with the pressure, takes a shot, saved by McLaughlin, and she'll hold it with 3:53 to go here in the first period of a 1-0 lead for New York.
Good for Bree to hold on to that one there. She saw it, she was able to control it, and we get a little breather and see what Buffalo can do on this faceoff.
Important face-off here for Buffalo, and they were able to gain control, and they'll get it out to center. Shots right now unofficially here in the first period, 13-5 in favor of New York. Skeets, who sends a little cross-check to her ex-teammate Rafter after she dumps it in. Certainly nothing penalty-worthy as the puck is going to be cleared down, and Buffalo will get the icing, and here comes an important offensive zone face-off for the Buttes. With 3:28 to go in the first, trailing it by 1. They'll look to see if they can sustain some offensive zone time here as that D'Arcangelo, Stedman, and Brown line come back out with Casorso and Harrington. It'll be D'Arcangelo to take the face-off, and she'll do so against Rafter, and it's won by New York. Huge win for Tatiana Rafter, but the turnover at center ice gives Stedman the puck, and she'll look to move towards the net. Stedman still holding on to it, loses it though, and Rafter with the good help defensively. And you can just see the difference, Erica, in the way this defense has been for New York. Yes, they struggled last week against Connecticut and gave up 4 against Buffalo. That's including the shootout goal, but a lot more help for this defensive unit this year for New York compared to last.
Yeah, definite difference, not only as you mentioned from last season, but even from last week.
Shot just goes wide of McLaughlin from Picard.
Looks like the team's really working together, and they're making they're really focusing on defense as a team.
Picard sends in off the end boards, and it is played up to the middle where the Buttes will have it with under 2.5 minutes to go and counting right now here in the first period. Burke gets to it first and will swing it around and ends up on the stick of Amanda Kessel. New York once again able to pick up those loose pucks. They've been all over those 50-50 pucks, if you will, throughout the game. Grushau finds Kessel. Kessel down the far side, takes a shot high and wide. No issue there for McLaughlin watching that one go by. As Grushau has it, loses it, played to the middle. Here comes Kessel. Kessel shoots, makes a pass across his G's, and they score! What a pass by Amanda Kessel! It looked like she was going to take the shot, instead a hard pass across, and the New York Riveters have a 2-0 lead on the goal scored by Alexa Grushau.
And Kessel again with the passing. You know, we know she's dangerous. We know she can score. And I think it was good. I was thinking when I saw her take that shot wide, that's good because then you set something like this up.
Kessel able to muscle her way and makes a beautiful pass. McLaughlin was well out of the net, and the Riveters have a 2-0 lead. Grushau and Weber doing the job there for Grushau. That's her second goal of the season. Kessel's got 2 assists, and she continues her stellar play. She averages over 2 points a game, does Amanda Kessel, in the short time she's been out there this year. And she is making it work. Shot in on Fitzgerald from Stedman is wide, and Buffalo tries to keep it in Casorso. Does a good job of keeping it away from Russo. 90 seconds to go. Player hits the ice for Buffalo, but the play will continue. Janiga behind the net as Grushau tries to get after it. The official word, Kessel getting the assist, and Melissa McMillan getting an assist as well. So McMillan and Burke with assists from their defensive points. Kessel with 2 assists, and Weber and Grushau with the goals. D'Arcangelo trying to get after, played out in front, but it was missed there from Stedman. Casorso's got it. Takes the shot. It's blocked down in front, still loose in the middle. Janiga almost had a chance to get a shot in on net, but she couldn't find the puck. Puck is lifted up in the air, and that could be a penalty here. I don't think it was deflected, and we'll see if the referees say it was. I thought that it was a clean out of play. Now they're going to discuss it, and we'll see if this is a penalty or not against New York with 46.1 seconds to go. And nope, the referee says it was deflected, and they're the ones whose call only matters. I thought it was out clean, so Buffalo, I think, could have had an argument there, but nothing extended from the benches or from the players on the ice, and so play continues. 40 seconds to go. 2-0 New York. This has been a dream start for a team that really needed a regulation win today with the change in the schedule, which we can get to a little bit later in the game. As Dench has it, takes a shot blocked. Played behind the net. As New York trying to find a 3rd goal here with 25 seconds to go here in the first period. Buffalo looking for a little late magic here to try to slice this lead down the 1. Coming down the right side was Bowie, but her shot is deflected away, and Harrison able to send in, but it's deflected, and here comes Rafter. 7 seconds to go. Rafter being helped out by Dench. Dench, they were onside, tries to get open for a shot. 2 seconds, and won the pass into the middle, and that will end what has been an entertaining first period if you are a fan of the New York Riveters, as they lead it at the end of 1 period by a score of 2-0 on goals by Janine Weber and Alexa Grushau. Erica, quickly, your thoughts on this first period?
I think it's a good start for New York. What we're going to want to see, though, is if they can keep the foot on the gas.
Should be an interesting intermission for the Buffalo Buttes. They've got a lot to talk about. That was a period dominated by New York, but there's still 2 periods to go, and the Buttes certainly have the firepower to come back. When we come back, it'll be the first intermission. 2-0, New York leads Buffalo. This is the NWHL on Cross Ice Pass and Cheddar. welcome back to the broadcast here on NWHL Cross Ice Pass and Cheddar. I'm Matt Falkenberg alongside Erica Ayala, and at the end of one period of play, it's the New York Riveters 2 and the Buffalo Beauts nothing. Goals scored in that first period by Janine Weber and Alexa Grushow. Amanda Kessel's got 2 assists, and Katie Fitzgerald able to make 6 saves, while New York had 16 shots, and McLaughlin made 14 of those saves. Take a look at some of the highlights of the first period. First, a hit between Janiga and Grushow at center ice, and then just a couple of the nice plays here in that first period, Erica, and a very entertaining one, especially for Rivs fans.
Oh, absolutely. You get 2 goals. That's always good. We're seeing the one from Janine Weber right here. You know, she had space and time, and she was able to do what she does best, finish and get a goal on the night.
Yeah, she's been roofing shots with ease, and then Amanda Kessel, just the vision that she has, able to swing that pass out in front, and Alexa Grushow able to get the goal. You're going to see Grushow being pushed into the corner and then able to break away and find the pass. I mean, just that's all world right there as you take a look at the numbers in the first period. And like I said, 16-6 in shots in favor of New York. 2 power plays came back to back. That led to a 5-on-3 that New York couldn't capitalize on. And they were better in the faceoffs, 9-6 in the faceoff win total. New York 9 of 15, Buffalo 6 of 15. Erica, for Buffalo, still 40 minutes to go, and they've got the firepower to come back. We said at the end of the first. What do they have to do to get better in the second period to get back into this game?
Well, I think they just have to maintain the puck in their O-zone. I want to see them, you know, be a little more coordinated on that offensive threat. And I think they've given the puck away, quite honestly, when they had space for an attack, and they just weren't able to hold on. Credit that to also the Riveters playing, again, that team defense that we talked about in the first period.
It'll be D'Arcangelo and Stedman on the wings, with Janiga about to take this opening face off of the second period, with Harrington and Bozek on defense. And for New York, it's Weber, Fratkin, and Kessel, the new top line, if you will, for New York, with Dostal and Picard on defense as the second period is underway. New York going from right to left on your computer screens, and Buffalo going from left to right. As that puck is knocked out of play, and we have our first stoppage just 15 seconds in. Gives us a moment to talk about the big news from this past week. On Thursday night, the NWHL announcing that the league season has been cut short. The players wanted, especially the national team players like D'Arcangelo, for example, and Kessel, wanted to have ample time to get themselves set up for the World Championship. So the season has been reduced to 18 games for New York and Connecticut, 17 for Buffalo and Boston, and that leads to points percentage being the factor now for the playoffs.
Right, and especially with this matchup, all the more reason why both teams really want to come out and bring it and get a win in regulation today.
If New York were to lose in overtime, they would actually maintain a 1-point lead, but points percentage-wise, they would be behind Buffalo, so that might be something for the fans to have to kind of adjust to, as that's sent all the way down and icing, as the players are kind enough to let us continue this conversation. So there's 19:05 to go. Obviously, 2 other bits of news. The league has promised that they will come back for season 3. That's what they're expecting, the same 4 teams. There'll be no additional teams. Obviously, the Olympians will be hunkered down, whether in Michigan or in Canada, Team USA getting ready for the Olympics in South Korea. So there will be no Olympians in the league next year, but the league feels confident that there's so many great players out there, they'll be able to maintain the success that the league has had this year, despite the troubles financially. And then, of course, in 2018-19, there's potential for expansion, and we'll see what comes of that. But for now, the 4 teams are here. They're still playing, and New York and Buffalo in a 2-0 game right now in a battle for second place as we get it back to this year. Don't want to look too far ahead, obviously. Puck played down at the blue line, and Burke able to get it back as it was deflected away. Brown chases after, and New York will move it up. Russo cuts to the middle, has the puck now in the near circle, pass across. Oh, Packer couldn't deflect that one home. Russo gets the puck back, and again, using that speed, makes the pass back, but Dostal can't control it, and it goes back to center. A couple players hit the ice as Brown put a hit on Dostal, and play will continue as Russo's got it. Russo one-on-one against Casorso. Russo waits, still waits, tries to make a pass. I thought she should have shot there.
Yeah, I think she is probably going to want that back. But, you know, again, we're seeing that the players are playing together, really passing the puck.
Deflected down, Rafter, they score! Tatiana Rafter, the former Butte, gets one against her former team on the deflection in front, and the Riveters now lead it 3-0.
Well, no harm, no foul, I guess, on that Russo mishap there, because we get a third goal for the Riveters.
Tatiana Rafter, who had a hat trick on Sunday in Connecticut, right there in the middle, able to deflect it, and she's got 4 goals in her last 5 periods, and the Riveters now have a 3-0 lead as they have picked up their play from the first and keep it going, as McLaughlin will stop that one and cover. And you gotta wonder whether or not Buffalo is regretting the decision not to start Amanda Levier, who was 3-0 against New York with a 2.89 goals against average. She'd been great against New York, while McLaughlin was 0-2, but the all-star goalie that Marianne McLaughlin is just having a tough day today. Burke's shot, save made in front, rebound try just goes wide. The defense for Buffalo and the puck possession numbers certainly not in the Butte's favor, and there's nothing McLaughlin could do about that.
Yeah, and Buffalo is missing Emily Falzer from the lineup. That's important to mention. So
huge miss, a shot in, and an answer for the Buttes. Darkangelo on the 2-on-1, able to finish right in front, and Buffalo's back in this one. It's now 3-1 in favor of New York.
Well, and just as we called in the captain's name, they get one on the board. That is the Buffalo Buttes to make it a 3-1 game.
Darkangelo, who has had some success against New York this year. That's her 5th goal of the season. She now is tied for the team lead with Kelly Stedman with 10 points, barring any of the assists. As we'll wait on the official word on that as the puck is sent in. That's a huge answer for Buffalo to fall behind 3-0 and then to come right back and get a goal. That could shift the momentum here. It was a year ago around this time that I watched the game between New York and Buffalo, the first game I did in the league. Buffalo trailed 5-2 in the 3rd period and came back to tie it and eventually win in a shootout against New York. That was last January, so 3 goal deficits for Buffalo against New York. They've done it before and they'll try to do it again, so Darkangelo gets that goal, and yes, the defense for Buffalo, missing Emily Falls today, that is huge, obviously. She is such a linchpin for that Buffalo defense as the puck gets in on Fitzgerald and she'll cover. Take a look at the goal here, and this was just great odd man rush here.
Yep, we see Buffalo had the numbers and, you know, no one there for Darkangelo, able to play.
And they answer right off the face-off. The Buttes have cut the lead down the one right off the face-off. They find the back of the net on the goal scored by Corinne Bowie, who's got her 8th goal of the year. And just like that, the Buttes have got it down to a 3-2 Riveters advantage. Hold the phone, folks. A wild one is brewing here in New Jersey.
Always a good game between these two teams, and Buffalo is a team that maybe they don't start off well in the first, but they're going to bring it. And so the 2nd and 3rd periods are going to be key for New York to be able to maintain within their game and for Buffalo to keep putting on the pressure.
This is the first time that McLaughlin has seen more than one goal from her offense in her last 3 starts, as all of a sudden a 3-goal leads down the 1, and there's 16:30 to go. So we've seen 3 goals in 3.5 minutes here in the 2nd period. So Bowie gets the goal, the assist from Courtney Kunachika. And so Riveters fans were feeling pretty darn good about having a 3-0 lead and really playing very well. They've seen the Buttes wake up and put 2 on the board. By the way, that first goal, Darkangelo from Emily Janiga and Megan Bozek. And just Bowie right off the face-off. I mean, Fitzgerald never saw it coming. She just was shocked as anyone. So that was a great shot by Bowie, and the Buttes within 1.
Yep, she saw the puck laying around and she executed. She saw the face of the net and took a shot and made good on it.
Another shot, that one blocked away before it got all the way through, and Darkangelo will chase after it. Now played into below the net where Janiga's got it. Janiga ridden down to the ice by Dostal as the battle continues. As they play it in the near side corner, D'Arcangelo below the goal line. Now brings it up towards the circle and now to the blue line. Worked across. Bozak, shot deflected. Oh, and it gets blocked before it got through to Fitzgerald. And the Riveters able to move it out. First time the Rivs have had good puck possession since that first goal that Buffalo scored. Pass down by Kessel is knocked away. She tried a backhanded pass towards the front of the net and it didn't connect. Puck sent all the way down. Picard chases after it, and an icing call with 15:15 to go here in what has been a crazy first 4 minutes and 45 seconds of the second period. Rafter got a goal at the 2:14 mark, and then 33 seconds later, Jeanne D'Arcangelo had a goal, and then 31 seconds later, Corinne Bowie had a goal. So 3 goals scored in 1 minute and 4 seconds of the second period. Have us where we are now at 3-2. Dench gets knocked down to the ice as she went over the back of Casorso. And a couple players have hit the ice today, but the referee's letting it all go. As it's intercepted, Gunachika makes a pass back, shot saved by Fitzgerald. And a big stop at that as Bowie ripped that one from the center slot.
Yeah, we're starting to see that Buffalo offense come alive. They're getting aggressive, and I don't think they've allowed the Riveters to get into any kind of pace here, either on defense or offense, and so that's what you're going to want to see from the Buttes.
Face-off this time doesn't lead to a goal for Buffalo as it's won by New York, and they at least are able to get it to the neutral zone. Now it's popped up in the air and out of play, and we have a stoppage. And well, the face-off just outside the New York defensive zone. Take a look at the replay of the save here by Fitzgerald, and saw it all the way, able to make the stop. Big stop there, as Buffalo's got all the momentum right now. 3-2, 14:35 and counting to go here in the second period. Bowie able to get the puck back and work it around where Harrington battling for it now. And Buffalo able to get it out the center, but they'll turn it over, and it ends up on the stick of Dostal. Played down, here's Gruchow. Gruchow tries to make a move, gets knocked off the puck, and now Packer had it for a moment. Gruchow tries to regain control and does, as he continues to fight against Kunachika, and that loose puck is picked up by Buffalo, and here comes Bowie. Bowie sends a pass across, great pass. Here's a chance for Brown. He's knocked off the puck, and Johnston has it. And that is a great chance for Harrison Brown, but he could not get a shot off on net. As that play is whistled for an offsides, and 13:52 to go. Still 3-2 in favor of New York, and a face-off coming outside of the New York defensive zone.
So it looked like that was Dostal that gave Harrison some trouble there.
Brown had a great chance, but Dostal got back on defense, able to knock the puck away from him. Kessel tries to make a move, has it deflected off her stick, and Fratkin's got it back, and here come the Riveters. Pass down and back up to Burke. Shot by Picard is whiffed. And the battle is Bowie able to knock it away. And now Skeets. Skeets hits the ice. And the puck ends up on the stick of Burke. Burke over to Fratkin. Fratkin tries to dump in, but it's intercepted by Casorso. And Buffalo, who's done a much better job in the second period. First couple of minutes have belonged to New York, the first 22 minutes of this game. But instead, it was Buffalo. Pass out in the middle there, and it's deflected away, and Fratkin able to pick it up, and here comes New York down the right-hand side. Rafter drives the net, stops on a dime, waits for some help, makes a pass in the front. Dench, oh, tried to glove it and shoot at the same time, and only able to do one of those things as she whiffed on the shot. As the puck played back to the blue line, McMillan, save, rebound, and in front, just goes wide. Rafter looking for her second of the game, and it just went by the glove of McLaughlin. Dench keeps in, has it to Rafter. Rafter, Ketchum calling for it and can't finish as it's deflected away before it hits her stick. As the Riveters, after taking those 2 gut punches in a row from Buffalo, getting their game back together, at least for the moment. Puck worked around below the goal line, and Bozak has it, and they'll move it to center. Here comes Stedman. 2-on-1 here. Stedman down the near side, waits, shot just saved by Fitzgerald. Stedman collects the rebound, still has on the backhand, tries to get a shot off, can't. Casorso's shot is deflected down on a good block by, looked like, by Ketchum. Battle forward in the corner. Stedman makes the pass in the middle. Oh, great defense by the Riveters, able to knock that pass away. Here comes New York again. Dench trying to make a move, gets to the middle. Oh, got a shot off. Grusau's shot just goes wide. What an effort by Mie Dench, who's been in a goalless drought for a while, trying to find the back of the net.
Yeah, she looked like she had a good look there, but defense for the Buttes wasn't having it.
Picard will chase after the loose puck as it's dumped in, and Buffalo makes a change. And here comes Russo. Russo down the right side, takes the shot blocked. Loose, and it's played behind the net as Russo gets it again. Tries to make a pass at Johnson. Johnston quickly sends it back towards Russo's way, and now it ends up on the stick of Packer. Packer, double teamed, able to get it to Russo. Russo to Grusau, back to Russo, and the shot just goes wide again. There's that one not even touched by McLaughlin. Clearing attempt by Bozek, knocked down by Grusau. Now Bozek's lost her stick. So stick on the ice, but Brown has it. He tries to move it out, and it's deflected down and picked up by Kunachika, who gives a hard hit to Russo. She ends up with the puck back, and Packer gives her a little tap, says, I saw that, and it's played back by Casorso. Buffalo trailing this one 3-2, trailed 3-0, scored 2 goals in 30 seconds to get the game to where it is now at 3-2. Darkangelo and Bowie, who have had great years for the Buttes, able to get those 2 goals after Rafter made it 3-0 early in the second. Skeets sends in, and Johnston will get to the puck first. Feels the pressure from Devin Skeets. As New York, again, just trying to get that puck up ice, and Buffalo doing a great job in the neutral zone of keeping New York at bay.
Yep, and we've got a 1-goal game here. I think we're starting to see the level of aggressive play increase a little bit here between these two teams, excuse me.
9:59 to go here in the second period. Media timeout. It's 3-2 Riveters here on NWHL Cross Ice Pass and Cheddar.
Hi there, I'm Tatiana Rafker of the Buffalo Buttes, and I will be your player MC for this first ever NWHL All-Star game. I'm here with Hillary Knight, captain of Team Knight. How do you feel?
I feel pretty awesome. We've got a really fun group and an amazing fan base here, so we're excited to entertain and then kick these guys' butts.
Emily Balser, how are you feeling today?
Feeling pretty good. The crowd's great right now, and I'm pretty excited for this game.
Tell me what's going on with this chicken net here.
My only choice to really work with my outfit here.
The whole day is going to be exciting. It's action-packed. It's all quality, really good hockey players, so I think it's going to be a great day.
Next Sunday, the NWHL All-Star Game from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania will be on the air here at NWHL Cross Ice Pass and Cheddar. Go to nwhl.zone/video for all the coverage. The skills competition will be Saturday night, and then the All-Star Game, as you see there, will be Sunday at 3 p.m. Let's take a look at a couple of chances for New York.
All right, so I believe that was Mie Dench there. Just couldn't get all of that puck.
And that'll be the only one we'll check out as the players are returning to the ice as the faceoff will come at center ice. McLaughlin, after giving up that 3rd goal, has been strong in net. Not too many chances. Riveters sending a few wide, but this game has settled down after that crazy minute and few seconds where 3 goals were scored. We're back to live action here. 9:53 and counting to go here in the second period. It is 3-2. Riveters in front. Kessel makes the pass across, backhanded chance. No, make a pass to the middle as Kessel couldn't come up with it. As Fratkin had it, but couldn't get a shot off. Tried to make a pass, and Kessel able to at least regain the puck after not being able to get a shot off. Kessel makes a back pass to Picard. Picard, shot deflected, and Fratkin tried to settle it down and does. And we'll move it along. Burke pinching in, now playing it below the goal line. She's got some space, looking for a teammate in front. Oh, the pass to Fratkin, loose shot by Weber, save made by McLaughlin. Janine Weber right out in front, looking for her 2nd of the game, just couldn't finish. Kessel gets it to Weber. Weber tries to get a shot off, but it's knocked down. Good defense from Buffalo, and the best possession New York's had of the puck in a while, as that puck will go in easily on McLaughlin, who'll stick it down, and Bozek has it, and Buffalo will regroup. Shots unofficially here in the second period, 7 for New York and 6 for Buffalo.
Yeah, I think that was a good go for the Riveters, even though they didn't get a goal.
2-on-1 here under the turnover. Ketchum waits, makes a pass across, is driving to the net was Dench, but the pass a little too late, and it goes all the way through. Janiga trying to help Buffalo get this game tied up. She'll just dump in deep, and the Buttes will go off for a change as Stedman stays on and trying to put the pressure on as Casorso now picks it up, and now Harrington, who whiffs on the clearing attempt. Will it stay in the zone for New York? It won't. Wash, though, able to at least help New York keep it as Dench rides Harrington into the boards, and now Casorso as Dench hits the ice. She's good for about one fall during every game. Hit the ice there as a turnover to Stedman. Stedman down the far side as it's knocked away from her, but Kelly Stedman able to keep control of it. Casorso spins, nice move. Boy, Casorso's had a good game so far. As that puck is bounced around, New York not able to get it out. Here comes Buffalo again. Bowie now in the corner, trying to get something set up here as Bozek hits the ice for Buffalo, adding a little bit more firepower. Now a stoppage as a penalty is coming up, and this should be the first power play of the game for the Buttes, I believe. And slowly skating off the ice towards the penalty box will be Melitza McMillan. So for the first time today, the Riveters have to go on the penalty kill.
Yeah, and we're looking at the play here now. Melitza will be in the box.
Tripping call.
And it's Buffalo that has an excellent power play. And so the Riveters are really going to have to put in some work here to maintain this lead.
Buffalo's power play scoring on 26.5%. The next closest is Boston at 17.1%. That's nearly a 10% difference between the two teams' power play first and second in the league. Buffalo trying to make it 3-3. Pass out in front. Skeets trying to get a shot off. It's loose, and New York able to get to it. Brown trying to help keep the puck in the zone, and he's able to do that as D'Arcangelo now works it around the boards. 1:35 to go on the power play. Huge moment in the game for both teams. Buffalo trying to tie it up. New York trying to get the penalty kill. They're only at 80% for the season, which is third worst in the league. Puck knocked away by Weber. Johnston gets after it. Now Kessel, and Kessel has it, and she will wait and finally send down ice. So Buffalo will regroup. 1:09 and counting to go on the power play. 3-2 New York in front. First power play of the game for Buffalo. Burke sends it off the boards and out of the zone, and the Buttes will play it at center. D'Arcangelo with a goal already in today's game. Had the puck but lost it, but we'll get it right back. New York doing a good job keeping Buffalo out of the zone right now, allowing the Buttes to set up, especially with number 9 on the ice, who's got the puck now, Megan Bozek. The Bozek blast, always dangerous on the power play. Here's a chance, shot saved by Fitzgerald. Rebound is loose below the goal line as Bozek showed off the firepower on that shot. Puck worked around, and D'Arcangelo's got it on the far point. Buffalo looking to set up here. 24 seconds to go on the power play. New York trying to kill it off and maintain their one-goal advantage. Bozek now works to D'Arcangelo. D'Arcangelo back to Bozek. Bozek winds and fires, and it's blocked down in front, but New York can't clear it out. 10 seconds to go. Picard trying to get after it, but Bowie moves the puck around. Corinne Bowie's got 5 power play goals this year. Certainly another dangerous player. Bozek sets up Stedman for the shot, saved by Fitzgerald. The power play is over. Good kill for New York. And with 5:30 to go here in the second period, the score remains 3-2 in favor of the Riveters. Stedman to Kunachika, who can't get it off the first pass, but gets it off the bounce. And Buffalo able to keep in. Bikerich tries to send in. It's stopped. Stedman's got it. Tries to turn around and get a shot off, but it's deflected. As Picard trying to get after it, but can't. Played back as Stedman didn't expect the pass. Casorso, though, able to keep in. Buffalo, no more power play, but keeping up the pressure. Stedman fakes a shot, sends it in, and a save made by Fitzgerald as the fans try to start a Let's Go Riveters chant here. Casorso sends a bouncing puck that Fitzgerald able to stick away, and with 4:53 to go in the second, we have a timeout with a 3-2 lead in favor of New York. And take a look at the Bozek shot.
Yeah, we see she's got space. She takes the shot, and then she gets the rebound, makes another attempt, but Katie Fitzgerald is there.
Katie Fitzgerald, Brick Wall Fitzy, as she's known in social media, living up to the name there. That was a wide open chance for Bozek, and she's so dangerous with that shot, as we've mentioned already today. Riveters move it up ice. Kessel, already with 2 assists in the game. Packer sends it in. Save made by McLaughlin. Rebound in front, and McLaughlin able to cover with 4:37 to go. Still 3-2, and a faceoff coming here in the Buffalo zone.
Again, some good passing from New York. They're just not connecting so far in this period. But I like the puck movement. I like that they're seeing the ice, and they're able to maintain the pace of the game when they keep the puck in their O zone.
Dostal waits, tries to get a shot off. It's blocked, and here comes Stedman. Stedman down the far side, moves to the middle, gets a shot off, and it just goes wide. Stedman tries to get to the rebound, and a couple players hit the ice. Fitzgerald able to cover up the loose puck, and with 4:24 to go, another stoppage, and we'll have a face-off in the New York defensive zone. So Stedman showing off the power, driving to the net. As you can see on the replay, shows no worries about going to the net and trying to collect that rebound off the wide shot that she had, as Janiga kicked out of the circle, and Darkangelo will jump in, and Darkangelo wins it. Back to Bozek, who sends in a soft shot off the boards, trying to set up a play here for Buffalo. Parsons, her shot just goes wide. New York trying to chase after and get it out of the zone. As Ketchum has it, now loses it, and it's on the stick of Weber. Weber, 2-on-1 with Fratkin. Weber waits, takes a shot upstairs. Oh, just missed picking the corner. Janine Weber so dangerous, able to get that shot off on a very, very tough angle, and nearly beat McLaughlin upstairs. 3:50 to go. Here in the second period, 3-2, New York in front. Stedman trying to get this game tied up, tries to make a pass in front, and Harrison Brown not able to get it. And New York will bring it up. They've got numbers, and they'll just decide to dump in and make a quick change as Burke and Dostal and Dench all come onto the ice. Ketchum to the middle of the ice, can't finish her opportunity, as Bowie now has it. Corinne Bowie, 1-on-3, gets around Dostal, drives to the net, has it knocked off her stick before she can get a shot off. Good effort there by Corinne Bowie, 1-on-3, able to get to the net and get a scoring opportunity. Gasorso sends in deep, Brown chasing after it. He goes up against Dostal, and the puck is played to the middle. Open man shot, oh, and it's just over the top of the net on the shot there. And
Good look by Bowie.
New York able to survive, as Bowie was right on the doorstep. So Burke will hold on to it, and New York, I think, partly would love for that clock to reach 0 here as Buffalo continues to get chances. Russo is open in the middle, they can find her. They can't. Good deflection by the Buffalo defense, and Russo's got it. Russo waits, bounce off the boards to Picard, who sends a shot in wide, and it'll be picked up there by Jordan Burns. Burns able to get it out, and it's sent in deep, and New York's Fitzgerald comes out to play the puck. Picard sends it off the boards, but it's going to stay in the New York zone as Buffalo keeps in. Grushow trying to get after, she hits the ice. Greco tried to get after that one, and ends up on the stick of Johnston with 2:13 to go. A wild beginning to this second period has slowed down considerably after those 3 goals scored in just over a minute, and it's been 3-2 for a while here. Johnston, the captain, sends in, and Russo will get after it first. Russo trying to work it the other way, dealing with the pressure, and Janiga able to get the loose puck, find Darkangelo, but it ends up on the stick of Bozek. Bozek tries to lead Stedman too far, but it's knocked down, so no icing as Stedman wins the race. Stedman makes a pass and in front. Oh, and its shot is just whiffed. Here comes Kessel off the bench. Numbers not in favor of New York, but Kessel trying to drive the net, tries to make a move in front. Players hit the ice. It's Fratkin couldn't get a shot off as the puck is passed back to Burke. Burke's shot save made by McLaughlin. Kessel has it knocked off her stick. She still battles for it though. What an entertaining period this has been as we come up on 1 minute and 15 seconds ago, as it ends up on the stick of Weber. Weber, and offsides, and Fratkin knew it. Could not get back to touch the blue line, so we have a stoppage with 1:11 to go here in the second period. New York still leading it 3-2.
Yeah, we look at this play. Look at Kessel just staying on her skates. Gets through the defense. Everyone else is crashing and colliding, and she's able to maintain the puck.
Riveters 0 for 2 on the power play. Buffalo 0 for 1. All 5 goals, even strength. Riveters led 2-0 at the end of the first period. Had a 3-0 lead a few minutes into the second period before goals by D'Arcangelo and Bowie made it 3-2 in favor of New York, is where we stand now. Under a minute to go here in the second period. New York would love to get out of this period with a lead. Wash tries to get it out, can't, as it's kept in by Bowie. She has been all over the place here in the second period. Brown tries to make a play, but he's rubbed off the puck. And Picard will try to get after it, but can't. Harrington keeps in, sends a bouncing puck just wide of the glove of Fitzgerald, and is played into the corner. Buffalo trying to get another great opportunity here. Casorso takes a shot, blocked. Wash getting down on the knee to block that shot, and now Picard's got it. Picard tries to clear, but a soft pass able to be kept in. Buffalo trying to take advantage of it. Harrington sends it across. Bowie, though, can't get there. As New York able to survive that chance. Fratkin gets taken down, no arms up, and the play will continue with 7 seconds to go. Dostal and New York just trying to get out of this period with a lead. Grushow's got it. She'll hold on to the puck, and Buffalo will allow this period to end without any more pressure. And the second period is over. It was a fun one in the first few minutes, and it got down and got much tougher as the period went on, as New York is able to barely hold on to their 3-2 advantage.
Yeah, I think we saw, obviously, Buffalo coming out. They wanted to make a statement, and they did. What I liked from the Riveters is that they didn't allow that pressure and the increase in aggression from Buffalo shake them. They were able to come back to their game.
New York was able to get a 3-0 lead, but the Buffalo Beauts have answered with 2 of their own, and they trail it by 1. New York 3, Buffalo 2. We'll be right back with the third period here on NWHL Cross Ice Pass and Cheddar. welcome back to the broadcast here on NWHL Cross Ice Bass and Cheddar alongside Erica Ayala. I'm Matt Falkenberry, and at the end of 2 periods of play, the New York Riveters lead the Buffalo Beauts, by a score of 3-2. So let's take a look at some of the action in that second period. Erica, 3 goals in just over a minute.
Yeah, so we see Tatiana Rafter gets it started here. And then Buffalo comes right back with 2 quick goals.
Darkangelo right out in front. I mean, she's not going to miss from there with that wide open net. And then Bowie right off the face-off.
Off the face-off. Sees the puck just lying there and makes the Riveters pay.
Second time this year we've seen a goal off a face-off here in Jersey. Saw Ketchum score against Brittany Ott that way in December. As you take a look at some of the other action in that second period, as you take a look at some of the chances there, Stedman, who's been held scoreless in this game, and then Weber, who had a great chance to finish it off here, just missing that. And then Bowie, I mean, right on the doorstep, just could not finish it there. So right now, Riveters survived that period, I felt. Buffalo had the better of the play after the 3rd goal. They really just picked it up. Now in the 3rd period, you get the feeling that New York almost feels like they want to survive the 3rd while Buffalo's going to come hard charging. What does New York need to do to hold on to this lead and expand it and try to get out of here with a regulation win, which is very important?
Well, I think the first thing I would say is that if they are thinking of just surviving, they got to get out of that mentality. We know that the Buffalo Beauts are going to bring it. It's just a matter of if the Riveters are going to bring their top game. Started the game really well. Want to see more of that from what we saw in the first period in this 3rd.
If you're Buffalo, it's going to be about doing what you did in the second. For the last 16 minutes, they drove to the net, they got their chances, and they missed a lot of golden chances. You saw the Bowie miss. That was one of many that they had in that second period that they might not miss the second time around.
Absolutely. I think they want to continue to disrupt the Riveters and setting up their offense and just be aggressive. See the opportunities and take full advantage.
Same starters that we've seen for the first 2 face-offs to begin periods. Janiga, Darkangelo, and Stedman for Buffalo, with Weber, Kessel, and Fratkin for New York. So we are underway here in the 3rd period of a 3-2 game. If New York wins, they move to 500 in points percentage and get their 6th win of the year, which would extend their franchise record, which they earned last week against Connecticut. If Buffalo wins, they vault into 2nd place. And then if we get to overtime, we'll worry about that when it happens. But I will say that if New York loses in overtime, they'll maintain a points lead, but would not be in 2nd place because the points percentage would be in favor of Buffalo because of their fewer games played. So all kinds of situations going to be brewing here over the next 5 weeks before the end of the season. But for now, the situation is simple. New York leads by 1, and they want to keep it that way. Puck sent in by Picard as she feels the pressure from Bowie, who has been really phenomenal all game, and she's an all-star this year, and certainly not a player that you thought of as a star when the season began, as Burns takes down Russo at the blue line. But she has really stepped up her game to complement the players like Brown, Stedman, Kuna Chica, and Darkangelo. And those are just the forwards.
And I was going to say, I think Bowie, maybe coming from the team that she came from in Boston, you might not have immediately thought of her, but in that opening weekend, her teammates in Buffalo really saw the difference she was making on the team.
As Gasorso has it, she has been great. She has a goal today, 8 on the season. Puck stopped before it gets through to McLaughlin as we're a minute 20 into the 3rd period. Dostal able to keep in. Going in this direction has been advantageous for both sides. 4 of the 5 goals have been scored going from left to right on your screen as Weber holds on to the puck. And she'll end up losing it, and it's played to center with Dostal, and Johnston has it. Johnston, 2nd time we've noticed that she's had trouble with the puck as it was caught in her skates, and now that pass is missed, and it'll be an icing. So first stoppage of the period, 18:15 to go in the 3rd. And it's still 3-2. Take a look at the standings in the National Women's Hockey League. 22 points for Boston. They're 11-0. They'll go for 12-0 tonight against the Connecticut Whale. Marissa and Jemmy will have the call for that up at Warrior Ice Arena. And then the Riveters in 2nd place with 13 points, 11 for Buffalo and 8 for Connecticut. Boston with that 1,000 point percentage. New York coming in at 464. Buffalo at 458 is another icing and another faceoff coming all the way back into the New York zone. And then Connecticut in last at 308, that point percentage. So this is a very possible playoff preview. These two teams could see each other in the second and third place game at a site to be determined, as that puck is knocked down by New York as Stedman tried to get a shot off. Boston locked into that number 1 spot, and right now Connecticut would be their opponent if the standings hold as they do right now. Kessel holding onto the puck, brings it around, so patient with the puck. Reminds me a lot of Jaromir Jagr with the puck, just how patient she is, how she's able to use her strength to just hold on to it for long stretches. Something I saw a lot when Jagr was a member of the Rangers. Kessel reminding me of that, as McMillan on the ice trying to stay with it, but loses it. And here's a chance for Buffalo, but the pass sent away as McMillan intercepts, and she'll clear down ice. Will this go in on net? It won't. Weber can't win the race against Harrington, so another icing with 17:19 to go.
Yep, so maybe not the same start that we saw from the Riveters in the first period, not the start that we saw from Buffalo in the second. So let's see what happens in the third.
Teams maybe trying to figure out exactly what the game plan is going to be, as that one is lost to center ice, so Buffalo has to regroup. That's a bad turnover there for the Buttes as they lose possession, as Rafter now has it. Rafter with a goal already in the game. Right now, the go-ahead goal. Tries to get it in on McLaughlin. It's still loose! And a save made, and the whistle blew. Looked like the referee might have lost sight of the puck. So the puck was still loose, but the referee blows the play dead with 17 minutes exactly to go here. And take a look at the replay. And McLaughlin tried to get after it and didn't have full control, but the referee's whistle ends the play, and face-off won by Buffalo, and they'll look to move up ice. The Buttes will play 17 games this year, so they have 4 more games remaining after tonight. This is the final game these two teams will play each other during the regular season. Obviously, they're lined up for a playoff game on March 18th, but they have 4 games remaining after this one as we take a look at the schedule for Buffalo. They'll be in Boston after the All-Star break on the 18th. Then they'll be home for the Connecticut Whale, their final home game of the year, on February 26th. And then a 2-game road trip to Boston on March 5th, and then against Connecticut at the Northford Ice Pavilion on March 12th. New York will face Boston 2 more times as that puck is sent in and on sides and everything else. So that's clear, and Buffalo will try to get it up the center. So New York will face Connecticut 1 more time here, and then we'll face Boston twice, once on the road at Warrior, and then once here to wrap up the season. That game will be on Nesson Plus on March 12th. So Buffalo with 4 remaining, New York with 3. That's what makes this game so important, because they won't face each other, and Buffalo's got games in hand. Offsides is whistled as Burke, not seeing the other side of the ice, just glided on in, and the whistle blows. So kind of a lot of stops and starts here early on. These two teams almost tightening up a bit, you would think, Erica, as they try to figure out how they want to handle this third period right now. And Buffalo not putting on the pressure, in New York happy to just dump in deep and make them chase.
Yeah, and we're going to have to see that change. We're going to, again, I think if the Riveters are going to want to win this game in regulation, they're going to have to really attack and not just be content to hang on to a 1-goal lead. Not against the Buffalo Buttes.
These two teams have seen late goals become a factor here during the season series. A couple games in Buffalo saw goals scored late in third periods that either forced overtimes or got wins, and Buffalo has 2 wins in overtime already against New York. That's why Fitzgerald has a good record, because it's 2-1-2 instead of 2-3 because of overtime losses. Pass back, Kessel takes a shot, it just goes wide, she hits the ice. Oh, great chance for Amanda Kessel. Picard's shot knocked down. Bratkin tried to get a shot in as she picked up the loose puck, but can't, and Kessel will hold on to it. Kessel swings it behind her, but Darkangelo will intercept and move it to center. Yeah. Darkangelo brings it in. Chance here for the Buttes, and a shot just goes high from Stedman. That's Stedman and Darkangelo line with whomever is going to be at center, whether it's Janiga or Harrison Brown, is going to be very dangerous for New York, and you can expect maybe a little double shifting for those 2 players, depending on who the center is. Wash gets taken out of the play, and New York has to wait for her to get on sides, and she finally does. And New York will make a change as Dostal hits the ice. Kunachika there with her. Wash finds Ketchum. Ketchum gets it back to Wash, and she can't get a shot off, and Buffalo will move it out and up the center. 3-2, 14:24 to go. The Riveters leading it by 1. Regulation win for New York would be key. Dench can't get that shot away clean as it's blocked, and Buffalo regathers. Casorso sends it to the middle where Burke's got it. Burke tries to make a play and is able to at least get it to Grushow off the stick of one of the Buttes, and here comes New York. Chance here for Grushow. Grushow brings it into the slot. The shot just goes wide. A number of shots the last few periods from New York have gone wide of the net. They got to get more shots on net against McLaughlin. Intercepted by Packer. Packer tries to get a shot off and it's blocked. And good defense from the Buttes. Puck played into the corner. Johnston with it. Johnston waits and now we'll move it around. Gets it back. Sends a shot in on net. Save by McLaughlin. Rebound and it's covered by McLaughlin, who had to dive for it.
Nice save there by Bree. You know, you saw Madison Packer right there in front of her. And we know she's dangerous in front of net. And Bree saw it all the way and then didn't want to take any chances. Pounced right on that, that free puck there.
We talked early in the game after the third goal was scored by New York, whether or not Buffalo regretted not starting Levier, who had been 3-0, but McLaughlin has made up for it and then some with her performance since that point. She's been strong in the Buffalo defense. Missing Emily Falzer, their captain, has certainly been better the last period and change. Puck play towards the middle as Weber has it now, but she loses off her stick, so New York will have to regroup. 13:15 to go. 3-2, New York in front. This has been a great season series between both sides. New York with a couple of wins, Buffalo with 3 wins overall. This is the 6th and final game. New York trying to get their 3rd win of the year against Buffalo and trying to get points in every game but one against the Buttes this season. Dostal has it, takes a shot and blocked down in front, as that was blocked by Parsons, number 22. Kessel waiting for it. Tries to make a move and loses it off her stick. Rafter will try to keep in and does. Great move by Rafter. Rafter tries to make a pass across to Fratkin, but it doesn't connect.
Good look by Rafter there.
Definitely was. He was going to pass, it looked like all the way. Johnston below the goal line. Using that 6-foot frame to try to get open. Tries to make a pass in the middle, and it knocks off a skate of one of the Riveters. And Stedman has it taken off her stick by Dench. Dench brings it in. Dench, the pass in the middle of the shot. Saved by McLaughlin, and she's able to hold on to the rebound. Oh, Brianne McLaughlin with a couple of nice stops as Dench taking it away from Stedman.
Yeah, we see Mie Dench. She's got the space. She's looking for the play. Passes it off to Rafter, and McLaughlin is right there.
So change for New York as Grushow, Packer, Russo come on. A dynamite line for New York this year. Burke shot in, save. Actually did not get all the way through, deflected away. Just didn't find a stick of a Riveter. If it did, it could have been an open net for Packer. Russo trying to get after it. She gets rubbed off, and it'll be Packer with it. Packer tries to gain possession, having some trouble with it now, battling a couple of Buttes players along the far side boards. And Burke will finally get the loose puck at center and wait for McMillan to dump in deep. 11:50 to go here in the 3rd period, and Buffalo, down by 1, has having a lot of trouble getting anything set up offensively. As that puck comes out of the zone, it'll be an offsides, and the faceoff will be just outside the Buffalo zone.
Yep, you know, I think, again, both teams, they're starting to pick up the pace a little bit, but I don't think either has found their stride yet in this 3rd period. So I think it's going to be a matter of which team goes back to their game plan, plays their game, and, you know, really brings it. We've already seen Bree. She's up to the task. Let's see what Fitzgerald has in the 3rd.
If Fitzgerald will get any chances here. Shots 27-17 unofficially here on the scoreboard inside the Barnabas Health Hockey House. 10 shots in the favor of the Riveters. Great play there by Kessel.
Absolutely.
Kessel with a 2-on-1 against Weber. Being chased by Janigo. Kessel tries to make a pass across. Another shot blocked down in front. What a great defensive effort by Emily Janiga. She's doing it all.
Yeah.
Riveters able to keep it in. The puck bounces towards the middle. Boy, Emily Janiga getting back defensively and then making the block on that shot attempt. Here's D'Arcangelo, pass to Stedman, who whiffs on the shot. Casorso comes back for the puck, has it, but loses it out of the zone, and so Janiga's got to come back and touch up before Buffalo can get the puck back in the zone. Stedman 1-on-4, winds and fires, saved by Fitzgerald, and she'll hold it with 10:50 to go in the 3rd. Still 3-2 New York, and let's take a look at the replay of the last chance for the Riveters with Kessel and Weber.
Great hustle play there by Kessel. Again, see that shot, winds up, Breeze there. And then we see it cleared right there. Big block, it looked like, by Janiga.
Bozak with the fortuitous skate in the way, and then Janiga got back to get the block. That was just fantastic defensive play from both. A little luck and a little effort, and that helps get rid of that New York chance. You always take luck in the game of hockey, that's for sure. Ketchum sends it to the middle, and here comes the Riveters again. Rafter, boy, a fourth goal for New York would be an absolute killer if you're a fan of the Buttes right now. Buffalo knows that after they fell behind 3-0, they really needed to basically keep New York off the scoreboard. They have so far. Near turnover, Brown able to knock that puck away, but he couldn't get to it for the breakaway chance. Harrison Brown, who famously was called for covering the puck in the crease last year in the Isabel Cup final, here in the Barnabas Health Hockey House, playing his second game here in Jersey since that series. Only the second game for Buffalo here in Jersey. They'll play 6 games against New York, and 4 of them would have been up at the Harbor Center. That's just how the schedule broke this year for New York and Buffalo with the change. Dostal tried to keep it, but has it knocked away from her, but McMillan back to make the play. Dench with Gruschow driving in the middle. Dench waits, takes a shot, oh, just wide off the end boards. 9:34 to go and counting here in the third period. Next whistle will have immediate timeout as Beekridge is ridden off the puck by Packer. Weber moves it to center.
Riveters are getting their chances. You got to just keep taking them.
Shots at the middle, Packer. That was a shot pass, and Packer just couldn't get enough on that tip attempt to get it on net. Beekridge again gets bumped off the puck by Burke, but she stays with it. But Picard will get to the loose puck first. And it'll be picked up by New York as Gruschow has it and moves to the center for Packer. Packer sends it all the way across where Burke's got it. Burke's had a good game defensively today. She drives the net, goes below, trying maybe for a wraparound. Now she'll back it out, looking for an open space. She gets a chance there, and Fratkin was open, but Fratkin couldn't hold on to the puck. Gruschow waits. Now over to Kessel. Kessel sends it back to the blue line. Here's Burke with it. Burke takes a shot, saved by McLaughlin. She saw that one all the way, and Kessel gets to the loose puck. Fratkin with it now. This is a dream period if you're a New York fan watching a team with a 1-goal lead dominate puck possession and hold the Buttes to the outside. Buffalo having a lot of trouble here in this third period getting anything going offensively. But the score is still 3-2. Casorso has the puck lost for a second. Battle with Kessel as they are holding onto each other's sticks. And another player hits the ice.
Fratkin's lost a glove.
The glove on the ice, and Fratkin will come off as the glove's still on the ice and the play coming the other way. Casorso tries to make a pass in front. Fitzgerald thought she had to make a save as another couple players hit the ice. And thinking of all the players getting bumped and bruised in this game today, no penalties really been called this game. Buffalo's been called for a penalty since 2 in a row, 16 seconds apart in the first period, and Buffalo's only had 1 power play chance. Shot saved by Fitzgerald. Oh, and she almost lost it. And good job tying up D'Arcangelo at the corner there by Dostal. Wash will chase after it, and she will get to the puck first as this glove is finally knocked away into the corner, and New York will set up again. 7:15 to go. Crisp third period so far. Very few stoppages over the last 10 minutes as Buffalo trying to come back. They trailed it 3-0, now down 3-2 as Dench has it. Dench brings it to the middle. Her shot blocked. Rebound loose. McLaughlin trying to find it. Scramble in front. And the Buttes have it. Stedman will move it to center.
Way to clear there by the Buffalo Buttes. That was dangerous. Dangerous look for the Riveters, but Buffalo's able to get the puck and clear.
McMillan playing with fire by dancing around with the puck as Stedman was chasing after her. There's now a loose puck as Packer will touch it as the stoppage was waved off, and will continue. 6:30 to go in the third period. Still 3-2 New York. Rivers need a win in regulation badly if they want to hold on to second place. Picard holds on to it, gets knocked off the puck. And here's Bowie with a shot. Oh, it's ripped. Fitzgerald down on the ice. Oh, that puck just hops over the crossbar. Fitzgerald dropped the puck. It was loose, and it looked like Bowie had a chance to tie the game. D'Arcangelo's shot blocked down in front.
Best chance for the Buffalo Buttes so far in this period.
There have been a lot of great games this league in the last year plus, and this one's ranking right up there right now with the drama that is involved as Picard will chase after it with under 6 minutes to go. Shots are 30-20 unofficially in favor of New York. 5:45 to go here in the third period. New York led 3-0 early in the second. Buffalo scored 2 goals in 30 seconds to get it to 3-2. As here comes Kessel, and that's where we stand. Kessel shot across and goes across the goal mouth, but no danger for the Buttes. As Fratkin will go after the loose puck with under 5.5 minutes to go. Kessel tries to find Weber. Weber gets bumped from behind. She was looking for a call, can't get one, as Kessel has the puck knocked away from her by Harrington. Kessel gets it back, takes a shot high, and that'll hit the netting and will finally take a breath. 5:13 to go here in the third period. Media timeout. Should be a fun 5 minutes. This is the NWHL on cross-ice pass and cheddar. The Riveters lead it 3-2 against the Buttes.
Hi there, I'm Tatiana Rafker of the Buffalo Buttes, and I will be your player MC for this first ever NWHL All-Star Game. I'm here with Hillary Knight, captain of Team Knight. How do you feel?
I feel pretty awesome. We've got a really fun group and an amazing fan base here, so we're excited to entertain and then kick these guys' butts.
Emily Balser, how are you feeling today?
Feeling pretty good. The crowd's great right now, and I'm pretty excited for this game.
Tell me what's going on with this chicken net here.
My only choice to really work with my outfit here.
The whole day is going to be exciting. It's action-packed. It's all quality, really good hockey players, so I think it's going to be a great day.
Welcome back to the broadcast here on NWHL Cross Ice Pass. You're taking a look at Katie Fitzgerald, who on the game today has made 20 saves on 22 shots. That's the official number from the league, which you can find on their website. And Erica, Katie hasn't been too busy in this third period, but when she's had chances, she's made the saves needed to keep the Riveters in front by 1.
And that's what the Riveters are going to want to see. Katie maybe not as active as she wants to be, or maybe as she's used to being, but she's getting it done, and that's all that matters.
Fitzgerald came into the game 4-5-1, a .299 goals against, and a save percentage of .904. That's the best mark for any goaltender that doesn't wear the white, black, and yellow of the Boston Pride, whether it's Otter Slobodnik. As the play here, Kessel shot, oh, just missed the corner. Might have hit the crossbar. Fratkin finds Kessel, who has already 2 assists in the game today. Goals were scored by Grushow, Rafter, and Weber, not in that order. Rafter with the go-ahead goal for now. Shot saved made by McLaughlin on Kessel with 4:51 to go in a 3-2 hockey game here in New Jersey. Take a look at the last opportunity here for New York as Kessel ripped a shot from the center slot.
Yep, Kessel sees an opportunity and Bree is right there, able to get something on it. But Kessel's got to keep shooting.
That was actually the first shot, the one that was even better. That would have been an absolute highlight reel of a goal for Amanda Kessel, who's still looking for her first goal here in the regular season in New Jersey. 4:37 to go here in the third period. New York leading it by 1. It's been 3-2 since about the 16-minute mark, 16.5-minute mark of the second period. Buffalo's had their chances, and they've not been able to find the back of the net against Fitzgerald one more time. New York this year will have now scored 3 goals or more against Buffalo in every game they've played. Shot by Casorso just goes wide. Buffalo has scored 4 or more a few times against New York this year, though, and that's why they've had the season advantage. Shot saved by Fitzgerald. Oh, with the left pad. Penalty coming up against New York. There's the whistle with 4:03 to go. The best power play in the NWHL is going to have a chance to tie this game up.
And that's Kira Dostal got caught on the extracurriculars there. You know, again, best power play in the league. Just about 4 minutes to go with a 1-goal game. We're really going to have to see the Riveters put on a defensive showing here in front of Katie Fitzgerald.
Buffalo 0 for 1 on the power play. That came in the second period when they were down early in that second period. New York was able to kill it off and keep it at a 1-goal game. They're gonna have to do it again. This is do or die time for Buffalo here. Gonna take advantage of the opportunity that they have. And the best power play unit in the league gets started with Bozek. Sends a shot in, deflected down in New York. Not wasting any time, just clearing it out the center. So Bozek and Stedman out there with Bowie, Janiga, and that fifth player is Darkangelo. What a unit there for the Buffalo Beauts. Talking about the 2 goal scorers, the best shot in the league. Janiga's been all over the place, and Stedman, who's been quiet, but you don't usually keep her quiet for too long, no matter how long a game goes, as we're closing in on 3.5 minutes to go and 1:27 to go on the power play. Stedman brings it in, has it knocked away from her, and cleared down ice. And the fans, they know what's going on in this game. They've been all over it, and they give a good cheer on that clear.
Yeah, you mentioned that power play unit for the Buffalo Beauts. You mentioned a late January game, but the February game, the Sun game, I believe it was Kelly Stedman that gave the Beauts the lead going into the last minutes of the 3rd period. So we know she's dangerous.
She scored a couple goals in that game last February on Valentine's Day, a shootout win for New York a year ago, the last win that New York had that year. McMillan will clear down ice again. Great kill from New York, which came into the game at 80%, which was 3rd in the league out of 4 teams. Connecticut being in 4th place. New York trying to force Buffalo into an 0 for 2. 37 seconds to go. 2:37 to go here in the 3rd period. Skeets has it. Kunachika trying to help out now. Burns, second unit out there for Buffalo. Puck knocked around below the net as Skeets couldn't get to it. Casorso trying to dig the puck loose. 18 seconds to go, and a player goes down, and the penalty is coming up against Buffalo, so the power play is over for the Beauts, and the player for New York is down and slow to get up. Yeah. That is Alexa Grushow, who just gets up to the ice now. That's a huge penalty against Devin Skeets. And so with 14 seconds to go on the penalty of the Dostal, it'll be 4-on-4 for the next 14 seconds, and the Riveters will have a power play for 1 minute and 46 seconds.
Taking a look at this, Devin Skeets along the boards there, boom. Again, said it when Kira went in, with the time left that we have in this game, it being so close, not necessarily the penalty that you might want to see the Buffalo Beauts take, but let's see what they can do.
So the time you see on your screen, 14 seconds, that's with 4-on-4, and then Buffalo's gonna have to pull their goalie here and try to make it 5-on-5. See how long they wait. Fitzgerald, oh, bad turnover. Darkangelo makes a pass in front. Oh, Katie Fitzgerald with a near disastrous turnover, survives that one.
Indeed she does. Wow, that would have been something if that was the play that tied up the game. But anything can happen with these 2 teams.
Power play here for New York. They're 0 for 2 in the game. They won't care if they're 0 for 3 as long as they keep the lead. McMillan, pass across, tries to find Kessel, and now she has the puck. 1:40 to go. Buffalo got to get aggressive here if they want to try to tie this game. They're going to have to do it shorthanded. Burke sends a shot in. McLaughlin has it pop over the net. Packer with it now. Gets it back over to Kessel. Kessel trying to wrap this one up for New York. 1:23 to go. Shot by Burke, knocked down in front. Kessel's got it again. And she'll patiently move the puck up to the top for Burke. Back to Kessel. Down low now. Pass across as Packer has it knocked away. And Kessel's got it again. Down in front, and deflection just goes wide to McLaughlin. 50 seconds to go on the power play for New York. 1 minute to go here in the 3rd period. Kessel makes the pass down. Buffalo has no chance to empty the goalie and try to make it 5-on-5. They got to get this puck and move it up ice. They haven't gotten control of it. 48 seconds to go, pass down, and McLaughlin watches it go wide. 28 seconds to go on the power play for New York, and Buffalo finally gets it, and great job there by McMillan to knock it down and saves almost 100 feet of ice, and Buffalo can't even up the man advantage for New York. 30 seconds to go, 14 seconds to go. Shot in, saved by McLaughlin. What a save, and they'll stop play with 26.9 seconds to go. Brian McLaughlin, it's 26.9 seconds remaining from falling to 1-7, but let's face it, since that 3rd goal by Rafter, which was a tip-in and a tough play, she's been brilliant. She's really stepped it up.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. We're seeing Bree that we saw here in March 2016. You know, she was great for Buffalo in that first season. And she's showing that again. She's showing what she's got, and she's showing what she can do when her team's giving her some offense.
Well, timeout for Buffalo. There's 11 seconds remaining on the power play. There is about 26 seconds to go here in the game, so Buffalo's not going to have a whole lot of time to get something set up here as they are talking it over. As the clock winding down on the timeout. Going to give you a bit of a recap in this one. New York needing a regulation win to put a stranglehold on second place. They wouldn't clinch anything today, but they'd be in great shape moving forward. They would get to 500 in the points percentage and send Buffalo to about 420. 3 goals early for New York, 2 in the first, scored by Weber and Gruschow, made it 2-0 at the end of one. Rafter made it 3-0 early in the second. And then Buffalo answered with 2 goals within 30 seconds from Dargangelo and Bowie. It made it 3-2, and we've been stuck there ever since. Devin Skeets called for what is right now a crippling penalty against for the Buttes. Has put the Riveters on the power play with 11 seconds left, 26.9 seconds to go. So about a 16-second differential for Buffalo to try to get this game tied up. Stedman has it, and she clears down ice. Dargangelo chasing after, but Burke will get there first. The power play is over. The net is empty for Buffalo, and Burke's got it. Burke nearly turns it over. Picard's got it. 10 seconds to go. Can they get it to center? They can. It'll go all the way down. Janiga will get the icing, and that's huge. With 6.3 seconds to go, New York couldn't win the race, and so Buffalo, with a 6-on-5 now, as all the penalties are cleared off, will have a chance to win the faceoff and maybe get a shot or two. We'll see if there's another timeout called. New York's got one, and Chad Wiseman will wisely call the timeout. So referees just noticing it. So Erica Bozak's got to be the one that's going to be taking the shot. She's got the Bozak blast, as everyone knows. You got to think, win it back to her and get a shot off, and if you can't score on that shot, crash the net, get a rebound, and try to tie this game.
Yeah, you got to imagine that it's going to be Megan, recently inducted into the Illinois Hall of Fame, not for no good reason. And absolutely, you want a quick, good, hard shot, and Megan Bozak gives you a good opportunity. We're looking.
There's Bozak, and you can see just an example of what she can do. That was a rip from the second, and Fitzgerald was right there to make the stop and able to get away with giving up that rebound. So the Riveters, who've won only 1 game here at home this year, and it was via the shutout, a win over Connecticut 4-0 back in November, looking for their 2nd home win of the season and looking to reach 500 for the first time this year. As they're starting the year struggling, they're trying to get to 6-6-3 on the year. Face off Dargangelo, battle for it, still loose, gets it back, Bozak takes the shot, saved by Fitzgerald, loose in front, and the time runs out!
Oh
my. What an exciting finish!
What
Bozak
a great
got
game.
the shot off, Fitzgerald knocked it away, and the rebound was cleared, and the Riveters get a huge win and take it 3-2 over their interstate rivals, the Buffalo Buttes.
What a game we just saw. We did get a Bozak blast, maybe not in the way that we thought we would, but we saw it, and Katie Fitzgerald was there, ready to make the save and get the win for the New York Riveters.
The New York Riveters improved to 6-6-3 on the year. They have 15 points in 15 games. That's good for a points percentage of 500. And the Buffalo Buttes, unfortunately, fall to 5-7-1. They have 11 points earned in 13 games. That's 11 out of 26 for a points percentage of 423. So the Riveters feeling pretty good about themselves. Katie Fitzgerald gets her 5th win of the year. She's now 5-5-1, while Brianne McLaughlin, a heroic effort, falls to 1-7-1 on the year. For everyone here for the NWHL and JEC Productions, and Erica Ayala with her brilliant color debut today, I'm Matt Falkenberry. Thanks for watching us today on NWHL Cross Ice Pass in Cheddar. The final score, once again, the Riveters 3 and the Buttes 2. Have a good night. I'll see you in 2 weeks. From the Barnabas Health Hockey House in Newark, New Jersey, it's time for the National Women's Hockey League, where today the NWHL's interstate rivalry gets started up again as the New York Riveters host the Buffalo Buttes. Alongside Erica. From the Barnabas Health Hockey House in Newark, New Jersey, it's time for the National Women's Hockey League, where today the NWHL's interstate rivalry gets started up again as the New York Riveters host the Buffalo Beauts. Alongside Erica Ayala, I'm Matt Falkenberry, and welcome to the broadcast here on NWHL Cross Ice Pass and Cheddar.